Nigga, fuck like being humble, nigga. Look at this shit, nigga. Nigga, call me too shiesty, nigga. I think what he's trying to say is, even though I led y'all niggas to this, y'all followed. That's what he's saying. He's disrespectful, bro. They got some SpongeBob buns out here. What's good with y'all, man? We got Made in Abyss chapter 58. I was about to say 38. We got Made in Abyss chapter 58. Chapter 57 was Code. Fapuda got jumped by all the Let me say it correctly. Fapuda got jumped by all the primordial beings. I think that's how you say it, or the Ryu. It's like the Ryuzake, something like that. Fapuda came to the realization that life is meaningless without Haku. Code realization. I like that shit. I like to see her, develop as a character, because she's been alive for probably thousands of years, and we're seeing just probably the most character development she's had within the last century, more than a century, millennia, eon. I don't know how that shit go really, but hey, that's besides the point. I got chapter 9 of Made in Abyss. That shit is Code. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, that's tough. Anyway, let me get close. Chapter 9. Look at that. I pre-ordered this bitch. This shit came straight to my house as soon as it dropped, nigga. This is equivalent to a Supreme BOGO drop. These are Zebra 350 V2s right here. Coveted. This is coveted right here. If you missed a drop, you slept. I'm sorry. This shit's limited in my eyes. But yeah, man, I'm so happy I picked this shit up. Chapter 9. No, not Chapter 9. Volume 9 of Made in Abyss. One of the best series of all time. It's definitely dark, but hey. Nigga, fuck, I look like being humble, nigga. Look at this shit, nigga. Nigga, look at this. Chapter 1. Nigga, fuck, I look like being humble. Look. Man, I'm about to do that Pooh Shiesty's money spread, nigga. Give me. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Nigga, call me Pooh Shiesty, nigga. Nigga. Fun fact, Pooh Shiesty went to the high school I would have went to. I used to live in Memphis and shit. But hey, I got that Pooh Shiesty money spread, you feel me? Yes sir. Yes sir. That's just goated right there. Now let me arrange this shit, because I'm gonna be pissed it's not arranged. Alright, we Gucci, look at it. It's back to normal. But hey, I appreciate this chapter being dropped so soon after chapter 57 was dropped. Usually it's about 3 to 4 months, even 5 months before the next chapter drops. This chapter dropped, I believe, about 2 months after chapter 57 dropped. So that's quick as fuck. Anyway, I appreciate that shit, bro. Cause I hate waiting more than 3 to 4 months for a chapter to drop. And the fact that this shit dropped in 2 months, that's revolutionary. That's immaculate. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let me get into this chapter, bro. If you've been here for a minute, you already know. Fuck the talking. Fuck the bullshit. Let's get up in this, man. Let's get up in this. Narehate scans. Get nigga hype, man. Chapter 58. Towards the Path of Flame. Hopefully the outside isn't too loud. It's hot as fuck up in here, so I have to open up that window. Cause my nigga, it's a fucking sound up in here, bro. Drawing on the power of the Narehate, Fapuda makes a comeback. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, she unleashes her counterattack. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Primordial being. I don't know if I'm saying that shit right. But yeah. Not Pegasus, but the stallion niggas. Look at them clinging to their aspirations. These hopeless fools. Alright, she's turning up right now. Okay. Pop gurgle. Time for work, Roof. Oh yeah, I forgot. Fapuda is disrespectful. Should be calling niggas Raffians or Roofians. I don't know how you say that shit. Call niggas Raffian. That's disrespectful as hell, nigga. Look it up real quick if you don't know what that mean. Disrespectful. Root them. Or route them. I don't know. This nigga remind me of Search Fire off of, Search, the nigga from Norse mythology who fights I think the wolf skull, and he burns the whole entire earth with his sword, and that's kind of how Ragnarok destroyed the earth, but then humans resided in Yggdrasil. But hey, let me chill on that. If you watch Attack on Titan, you know why I'm all about Norse mythology, but that's not a spoiler. It's kind of just like a fan-made theory, but a theory I'm really fucking with. Okay, slicing shit. Slash, bruh. How do you eat so voraciously? Chomp. Damn, bit that nigga. Took a piece of that nigga. I like how he took a piece of that nigga and started savoring that shit. She started holding it like, hell no. Chill. Not enough, Sosu. I'm gonna stop saying Sosu. This isn't enough to stop this agitation. What's that? Fabula's blood is eating that thing. It begins, the balancing, so it begins. Look at them cling to aspirations, these hopeless fools. Fabula is the voice of mother. Fabula is you. So I'm really gonna take my time this chapter because I feel like I missed a couple things. Like I didn't comprehend the last chapter too well on my first read. I thought her search for something more in life was kind of tied to going deep into the abyss when there was really something totally different. So, but yeah, I'm gonna try and like really absorb what's going on in this chapter. You saw the path, you must. Nah, I gotta close that window. It's fuck with my vibe, nigga. Alright, we Gucci now. We Gucci. We Gucci. You saw the path, you must proceed on its darkness. A fool who have come this far. Pierce. Burst. It burst apart. The poisonous scales erupted. Fabula is fine with being a fool. Fabula will fulfill her duty and continue forward. This fire, Fabula herself made it burn. If you think you can stop me, just try and stop me. Hey, she's on her demon shit. Look, she's waking up. Phew. Phew. Nigga fucking, bro. What if Flashy Wave using that whistle? She collapsed like this the last time she blew it too, during the luring. She's shaking. We're shaking. Where are we? Oh, that. Well, we are on top of Majikaja. No, Majikaja. Something like that. Majikaja. About 50 minutes since their escape near the entrance. The Narehate village, the first route. The one who held Majikaja with the massive body is gone now. We are late. Majaribo. Hey, that's a code name. I fuck with that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Thank you, Majikaja. Nanachi and Reg. Did we leave them behind? Gasped. Take a look for yourself. Okay. I'm sorry for saying you should just leave me. Really, I'm sorry. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. I made you do something dangerous and now we're in a terrible spot. I couldn't put a real end to her, and not just that, I enraged her this much. I'm pathetic. Well, it's not worth getting so worked up over it, is it? Muji, but the village. Don't worry, none of us feel like we've had a fast one pulled on us by 3 kids anyway. Now we found out about Iriburu's origins, and we even heard Fabula's voice. In days gone by, a girl fell deep into a nightmare. That youngest daughter has been trying to wake from her long dream. Now she's finally awake. Kaja knew it would come to this someday. Misukeso? That's a different name, bro. I'm just gonna call this nigga Queso. That's a cold ass nickname. Queso and Game too. Once they get a bit of drink in them, those guys talk pretty seriously. Setting out on an absurd adventure. They ask, what the hell are you guys doing on that endless quest? Muji, look over there. Well, to learn the whole story, you should talk to the ringleader that instigated you all into this. Eh? Greetings. Seems the gang's all here. How would this nigga sound? I fuck with Urumyu. I think that's how you say this nigga. His character's so fucking cool to me, bruh. How would this nigga sound? I think this nigga will sound like... He might have, Fira Bradley's voice from Fullmetal Alchemist. I think I'll make my exit though. Looks like there's not much left of me. Muji, that is quite a choice of words. Instigated? This is what came of each of you acting as you saw fit. It's the result of an accumulation of actions over time, wouldn't you say? Facts. I think what he's trying to say is, even though I led y'all niggas to this, y'all followed. That's what he's saying. He's disrespectful, bro. He said, yeah, I know I may have led y'all niggas to hell, but y'all decided to follow me into hell. You feel me? It's true, but putting it that way just pisses me off to no end. Rico, there's something I must ask you. Was it worth coming this far? Yeah, it was totally worth it. Facts. I can say that because I'm behind the screen reading this shit. And you know, Reg like, what the fuck? Like, he invincible and he's still like pissed about this shit. He ain't invincible, but this nigga don't take damage like her. Like, he don't take fall damage, but she definitely do. And it's crazy that she's the first one to say it was totally worth it. If I had just lived on the surface all this time and never aimed for the bottom of the abyss, I probably could have never imagined what awaited me. I never have thought that there are places like this, deep in the cursed netherworld, or that there were such amazing people to meet here. So coming here was totally worth it to me. Hey, Wazukyan. I'm gonna call this nigga Wazu. But I swear this nigga's name was Arumyu, but I could be definitely wrong. That was probably, yeah, I was wrong as fuck. Remember that compass? I had it until a little while ago. Really? That's a shocker. Unfortunately, I dropped it somewhere, but I'm sure whoever finds it next will go on their own adventure. And if they feel coming here was worthwhile, then well, it's worth it, right? But things no longer seem quite that way to me. Still not bad. It's a nice outlook. Hey, Wazukyan. Wazukyan. Is his name Wazukyan? Makes sense, Wazukyan or Wazukyan. Ooh, that's a hard one. I'm gonna call this nigga Wazukyan. I like that name. Wazukyan. 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 That's code. I fuck with it. Hey, Wazukyan. What were you intending to do? Nanachi, you've inherited Belafu's will now. Or Belaf. I think it's Belafu. Or there's probably, you know how, like, you know, they refer to him as their first name or their surname. First name or last name. That's probably what's going on here. His name probably could be Arumyu, but niggas call this nigga Wazukyan. I gotta look it up now, because I'm interested. Damn, nigga, I was wrong as fuck. How'd I forget that Arumyu is her? Damn, nigga, it's just so much time between chapters. Fucks me up. Yeah, I was wrong as fuck. His name's not Wazukyan, or his name was not Arumyu. I called this nigga Arumyu earlier. His name is Wazukyan. Bugging. That's the name of the girl who got sick, and they used the curse. You know, they used a cradle of greed on Arumyu. Hey, Wazukyan, what were you intending to do? Nachi, you've inherited Balafu's will, or Belaf's will. It seems to be turning into a rather nice scent. We want to become something more than human. Piercing this vast hole requires something more than human. That means becoming a Narehate, being blessed and receiving power, having a body capable of withstanding the curse. Yet at the same time, none of those things. None of those. Only through steady accumulation and gradual effort does that accumulation in turn make one something beyond human. This nigga's spitting right now. I'm about to read that shit again. That power developed over countless years in the abyss, and that curiosity, I think they try to say naivety, and that curiosity to seek the end. And the children led to these depths, intermingle, creating a steady accumulation. Now you find yourselves at the logical conclusion of that process, and Fapata has sought to find a path forward. There is no one thing I wish to do now, simply to tell you this. Please, look after her. I like that. I like that shit. That shit gave me goosebumps. You know, I felt that. I felt that right here, nigga. Damn it, that goes without saying at this point. Homesick. Homesick children on a journey through the abyss. Something more frightful than an unmet dream awaits you at the end of the golden path. Something more frightful than an unmet dream awaits you at the end of the golden path. I'm dissecting all this shit. Something more frightful than an unmet dream awaits you at the end of the golden path. You know how people say your dreams, your like dreams and aspirations are supposed to scare you because they don't scare you, they're not big enough. I'm not sure if he's kind of hinting at that though, because yeah, of course their dream is to get to the bottom of the abyss, but it says something more frightful than an unmet dream. So is he kind of saying that any dream you have has to be big enough to the point that which it frightens you to think about it? Like it frightens you to think about how much work you gotta put in, how much you gotta grind to accomplish that dream. At the very least, try to make your dreams a reality and abandon hope. Okay, I think what he's saying is don't hope for it, just get it. That's hard. This nigga, I like that. Like he's dropping some inspirational shit right now. He says abandon hope, just get it. Like don't even hope for it, just get it. I fuck with it. At the very least, try to make your dreams a reality and abandon hope. I don't think things are going to play out quite as you say. Very well. Wazukyan, or Wazoo. I'm just calling this nigga Wazoo. Wazoo, I fuck with how he went out, bruh. And I wish I read this in one fell swoop, because this shit would hit me harder, but that was a cold way to end. He not only said, protect the princess. He feels a little guilty for what happened to the princess. Because he's the one who kind of started, like, it's either they all died to the parasites in that water, or they used the creative greed and find a way out. So, yeah, that was great. Anybody would have done that. But then the act of feeding the offspring to each person in that camp who was infected, he may feel a little guilty about that. And the creative greed is what created this world to where they finally got the bodies to withstand the curse, but at what cost? Wazoo's a tragic, he's not a villain. He's literally, this nigga has a heart of gold. He's explored all the way through. Wazoo's cold. I fuck with him. I fuck with Wazoo 100%. Hey Belaf, how far do you think he was able to see into the future? That voice is Fapada. What's wrong, Magikadra? She is calling us. Hey Rico, listen, sorry. We've got to get going. What, are you sure? The princess, she's calling us for the first time. With that same voice that swore to destroy us. Right now, it's just a simple call. But if we don't go now, surely we'll live to regret that. Besides, like you, we're a bunch of idiots who are plunging into the depths. How this ends is up to you. Facts. So what do you plan to do? Things are falling apart and it's full of monsters. If the force field closes in on us, we might not be able to go any further. Yeah, let's go. We've gotta. They got really no choice, really. At this point, nowhere is safe anyway, so let's put our hearts into it. Yep. Hey, sorry for your trouble. These names are wild, bruh. Hey, sorry for that trouble is Mepopohan. That's Mepopohan. Mepopohan. That's a wild name, bro. Damn, nigga. Mepopohan. Thanks for handling our luggage too. I have no idea what they are saying, but they are cute. Climb aboard Magikadra, everyone. Pakuyun says we have to hurry. Pakuyun, she says that Veiko, who was supposed to be with the boss, is nowhere to be found. Now that you mention it, did we miss each other along the road? Let's follow her. She's slow, so we should be able to catch up. They got some SpongeBob buns out here. Hell nah, this nigga dirty booty ass. Take this, Rico. What is that, Muji? It's from me and Magikadra. You might get dizzy if you try to read it while we are moving though. Is this part of Mother's letter? The one they were selling. Okay. I fuck with this. This better be something promising. We gave a piece of the Princess to Game, and they gave us that in exchange. Think of it as a farewell gift. You'll need it for the rest of your trip, right? Thank you. Thanks, Muji and Magikadra. Sure. This is also accumulation, right? Facts. And I like how they use that, because accumulation kind of just means cooperating, camaraderie towards a goal, or like a group effort towards a goal. Accumulation. That's tough. Hey, Ma. Are you sure it was worth coming with me? Oh, Ma. Thank you for choosing me. I won't forget. Not a single bit. So this is the end of the Village of Ilblu Arc, or the Narehate Arc. Alright everybody, let's go. That's code. They got a fucking gang with them now. That's code right there. But diverse their gang is. One human who died in the abyss and is returning back to the abyss, like my nigga Ozen said. Ozen is the coldest of all time. Look at my wallpaper. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. I fuck with Ozen heavy. That's why I have her as my wallpaper. But yeah, back to what I was saying. A human who died in the abyss and is returning back to the abyss, because like they say, whatever leaves the abyss finds its way back into the abyss. Then we got a child who was once a human, then turned to Narehate at the expense of kind of Midi though, which is sad. Shout out my nigga Midi. That was sad right there, but yep. And then we got Preska on the neck. And then we got a couple of Narehates, you know, traveling along with them. It's just sad because this is kind of similar to the whole. If you haven't watched season 3 part 2 of Attack on Titan, skip ahead about 30 seconds. But this is similar to the whole Eren dying thing. Eren fought his hardest in Survey Corps to find the truth about Titans because of what happened to his father. And it's similar to how Wazu fought to get into the abyss and figure out what's at the bottom, figure out what is inside the abyss, and he never figured out. He died before they were able to find the truth. And you know, they're striving toward the truth now, and Wazu's not gonna be there to experience it himself. But that's the end of it, bro. Chapter 58 of Made in Abyss. Code and a bitch. Like every chapter, code. I like this chapter too because it's gonna set up. It's just a setup for the next arc we're gonna run into. I don't know what other craziness this story is about to bring us, but I already know it's gonna be a fucking hit. It's gonna be a fucking banger, bro. Whatever craziness, these niggas went from, you know, being scared of the curse in the first layer, throwing up and shit, to now they fought the Orb Weaver and the Goblet of Giants, to fighting with Bron Jude, and you know, seeing what happened with Preska, and finding the Basket of Nachi, to them getting snatched up, and then brought into the Narehate village. Then they figured out about value, Haku, the balancing, the village of Ilblu. Then you went to Fapata. That gives you a little bit of the backstory of Reg. Then you know, talk about Gabarune or Gabaroon. And then they also tell us about how the whistles have already been there. So it's just a build up. This arc was cold, but it was a build up to some crazy shit that's gonna happen next arc. Hopefully we get some answers. Hopefully, man. Cause my nigga, I want some answers, bro. I want some answers. I want to know what's at the bottom of this. I want to know why there's even an abyss. I want to know, cause I have a theory. It's not really a theory. It'll just be code that at the bottom of the abyss is literally a reflection of what's at the top of the abyss. There's like people at the bottom of the abyss trying to climb up to the top of the abyss. It'll be code. There's just so many ways the series could go. But anyway, Main Abyss is code. Chapter 58 of Main Abyss is really code. Can't wait to see what the next arc brings us. Oh yeah, and my nigga, Attack on Titan is ending in 2 to 3 days. The date of recording this video is 2 days after this chapter was dropped. This chapter was dropped on April 1st. Today is the 3rd of April. The last chapter of Attack on Titan is dropping in 4 to 5 days. This is a monumental moment because Attack on Titan is one of the best series of all time, in my opinion. And it's ending, and I've been following it ever since 2013. It's been 8 years since. I'm getting goosebumps because we are in the midst of probably one of the best eras of anime and manga. We should be proud of it. We should be really proud of it. But yeah, I'm fucking with a lot of series right now. Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, Beastars, this. Platinum Men is ending actually January. I'm about to read the last chapter right after this. Bruh, just fuck with me, man. Because everything is getting cold. There's just so many cold things out there to read, experience. I'll see y'all when I see y'all, man.
When this is over, I'm getting out of it. All of it. When I do, will you come with me? No, please. They're gonna kill you.